What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm D.Knight, and it's time to take on the GOAT.
It's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Yeah, it's game time and I'm ready. Game time and I'm ready. Can't stop my hustle. No, you can't stop my shine. I ain't come to make no friends. I just came to get what's mine.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Miami Dolphins franchise rebuild. So we had a good preseason. We went 3-1. We had some surprises. We didn't. We had some disappointments. But overall, this team, I believe, is a contender for at least the playoffs. Maybe not the AFC East division lead, but we'll have to see how we do. So we're going to get through week 1 through week 4. We are going to showcase the game against the defending champs, or the defending AFC champs, the Patriots. So I can't wait to get started. Hopefully you guys are excited. Let's do it. Let's face Tom Brady, the Patriots, the AFC defending champs, in their house at Gillette Stadium. Let's get a win.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. As we get set to watch Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Back on our heels.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second down, it's Drake. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Rosen. And this is incomplete. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. From the gun, it's Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career, but that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. To throw is Brady. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Brady on the bootleg. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Rosen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt at the 48. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I wonder if we're in that position again, and I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. It's now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start the drive with White, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, set 29, Alpha.
All day, dog. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
On 2nd down, it's White, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down, Brady, open man is Myers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Mike.
Brady going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down now, it's White. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. New England on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Rosen will throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From midfield now, here's Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Faking the give to Drake. Now Rosen. There goes a deep ball. In zone. That is caught by Williams for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams. 31 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Line. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, it's White. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11 to Michel on the screen. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
Line, absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Rosen here down around his own goal line. Lawrence Guy, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
10 at the 41-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He's got his guys a first down here. Throwing now is Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Complete to Bryant. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady, able to get this to Gordon, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Brady. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That's it, baby.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start out with an AFC East matchup between Buffalo and the New York Jets. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that one is at halftime, as they've got the lead over the visiting Detroit Lions. Marlon Mack, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Ravens still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Four down.
They stay on the ground with White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got his man, that's Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Brady gives to Michelle. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On first down, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
That play.
They'll run here with Balaj. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Play action. Now it's Brady. It's complete. James White. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it to Gordon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Right back to Drake. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Brady. Open man is Myers. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Brady now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Went in the wrong direction. Now Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. It's non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check 53's mine. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drake spins by. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Drake, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Brady now on 1st down. He's got White here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Brady deferring to White on the draw. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
On 2nd and 9. Brady over the middle, and it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's going. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Good. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw. It's complete to Drake. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25 as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's White, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. New England on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brady now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40 territory at the 38. Brady going to throw. Complete to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down. Now Brady again. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5 line now. 2nd and goal. Now Brady. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Punch in a late touchdown. On the draw, here's White. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And that is incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. Reason to use him at this point. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. Brady to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Able to get this to Gordon. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. To throw is Brady. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
72.
To throw is Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Brady, 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Back to throw, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Brady. Bryant has it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Miami, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
So we walk out of Gillette Stadium with a 17-7 win as we beat the AFC East defending champions. I mean, nothing really to gloat about here. We only had 175 offensive yards. Not really great, and we gave up 379. However, we only allowed 1 touchdown. So really, was our defense dominant or what? I'm not sure. They were dominant in the first half for sure, but our offense, I need to see something a little bit more. We were 1 of 10 in third down conversions. I mean, the 1 turnover was a pick 6 from the 4-yard line by Mike Hilton. So a lot of questions need to be answered, but a win is a win, and Gillette Stadium is very hard to win in. As for the players' stats, Tom Brady finished with an 87.0 rating, 359 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Josh Rosen had a 127.3 rating with a touchdown and 151 yards. I mean, that rating is very efficient. I'll take it, but I need to see a playmaker back there. Rushing-wise, Drake led everybody with 38 yards on 17 attempts, just a 2.2 average. The rust is still happening since the preseason. James White had 18 attempts for 35 yards, just a 1.9. But Trey Ragas, there he is with his 4.0 average, 3 attempts for 12 yards. I'm starting to think about this guy. Receiving-wise, Josh Gordon led all receivers with 9 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown. James White added 5 for 29. Preston had 4 for 68 with that deflected touchdown pass, which was awesome. Sony Michel had 4 for 22. N'Keal Harry had 4 for 44. Harrison Bryant had 4 of 27. Patman 3 of 59. Rizzo 3 for 30. Myers 3 for 25. And Devontae Parker had 2 for 41. Defensively, Jerome Baker had 14 tackles. That is why he's on the thumbnail. This guy is becoming a star in the making. Raekwon added 9 with the TFL. Jawan Bentley had 9 with the TFL. Hilton had 7. Howard had 6. Rashad Jones had 6. And Wilkins had 6. TFL's Winovich had 2. Lawrence Guy had 2. And Wilkins had 2. Sacks, Chase Winovich had 2. Our first round pick, Chase Young, had 2. Fitzpatrick had 1. Hargrave had 1. Guy had 1. And Emmanuel Agba had 1. The only pick on the day was Mike Hilton. Here it's actually showing as a 99-yard return, which is what I thought. But the game is saying that it was a 96. You got screwed out of 3 yards, Mike Hilton. But great job, my friend. As we lace up and get ready for our Week 2 game in New York against the rival Jets. We do have a couple of players to negotiate with, and we are going to at least toss out some offers. So Hardy, he wants 1 over 570. I think we're going to try to make this offer here for 2 years. See if he continues to progress. See if he signs. He does. Beautiful. Gandy Golden, of course. We're going to give him the same offer. See if he likes it. Good. Octavius Cooley wants a little bit more. I think we're actually going to do 2 years with him as well. I mean, we do have 78 mil in cap room right now. That's not on the books because of free agents. Trace Ragus actually wants a 4-year deal. Tell you the truth, I think that's going to be okay. I think we are going to give that to him. I like what he's bringing to the table. And tell you the truth, he's kind of made Balaj and Drake possibly some people that we can possibly trade. I think I'm going to do a 2-year offer here for Lima. Just kind of get these guys on the books and get them out. 2 years for you too, Merritt. Beautiful. Let's see if he signs. He does. Stirk, you as well. 2 years, buddy. 2 years. See what you can do for us. Jalen Thompson as well. Spending some money. That's okay. We want to lock up our young stars as quickly as possible. And Roy as well. And I mean, we'll have to see how they continue to progress. So now we are going to sim the game against the Jets again with my pretty much all of my sliders and everything. I actually have to watch the game all the way through. So I'll see you guys at the box score. And we get the win in New York as we start 2-0. Also 2-0 in the East and 2-0 on the road. We did have to go to overtime, but this game shouldn't have been that close. Our offense went off. Kenyon Drake had a 78-yard touchdown run. Rosen looked pretty solid. He did throw 2 picks, but our defense kind of stood up on those picks and only gave up 3 points. Not sure where we kind of went awry. We only gave up 398 yards of offense. I guess that doesn't sound too good. Our secondary is getting scorched a little bit. And the only turnover the Jets had was on a Hail Mary at the end of the 4th quarter. So we still have some things to figure out. As for the player stats, Rosen had a 110.1 rating, 451 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 2 costly picks. And Sam Darnold had 100.5 with 327 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Rushing wise, Drake had 123 yards, a 5.8 average with that real long touchdown. Le'Veon Bell had 91 yards and a touchdown, and nobody else really had any carries. For the wide receivers, Devontae Parker led with 8 catches, 189 yards, and a score. Mike Gesicki had 9 for 151 and a score. Jamison Crowder had 9 for 88. Robbie Anderson had 7 for 84 with a score. Le'Veon Bell had 7 for 62. Albert Wilson added 6 for 56. Defensively, Marcus May led in tackles. He had 11 with 2 TFLs. Jerome Baker had 10. McCain had 9. CJ Mosley had 9. Avery Williamson had 9. And Raekwon McMillan had 8. TFLs, Raekwon McMillan and CJ Mosley led with 3. And sacks, Emmanuel Ogbah had 2.5. Wilkins had 1. Henry Anderson had 1. Leonard Williams had 1. And Chase Young added a half. The 3 picks went to Cordray Tankersley, who had that 1 at the end of the 4th quarter with the Hail Mary. Brian Poole had 1, and Avery Williamson had 1 as well. So next up, we have the 0-2 Broncos at home. There is one player I'm ready to negotiate with, but I'm going to kind of think about it, which is Devontae Parker. We've already started the scouting process, but after we get done week 4, we will have a little bit of an update on that. So let's see if we can get a win against the Broncos. And we end up losing at home to the 0-2 Broncos, who are now 1-2. Our team just looked flat here at home. This is our first home game. Start out 0-1. 242 total yards of offense. We gave up 325, but I can't really blame the defense with this game because they kept them under 20 points, and Josh Rosen threw 5 interceptions. He had 3 interceptions in the first quarter, which ultimately had more than completions, which he had 2 of. He's got to be able to protect the football. But the offensive line also didn't do their job as they gave up 7 sacks. Overall, just an ugly game against a team that just isn't that good at this moment. But they have a really good defense over there with Von Miller and Bradley Chubb. So they might actually be a very good team, maybe just 2 tough losses at the beginning. And for the player stats, old Tua here, 104.3 rating, 300 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He pretty much showed us why we wanted to draft him. Rosen, thanks, buddy. 45.4, 236 yards, a touchdown, and 5 picks. Rushing, neither team could really get anything going. Kenyon Drake had 59 yards. Phillip Lindsay had 53. As for the receivers, Deshaun Hamilton had 78 yards. Emmanuel Sanders had 76 on 6 catches and a touchdown. Cortland Sutton had 70 on 4 catches. Noah Fant, 5 for 56. Mike Gesicki had 8 catches for 56 yards and a score. Albert Wilson had 5 for 45. And Durham Smythe had 4 for 38. Defensively, Minka led in tackles. He had 12. Josie Jewell had 10. Raekwon had 9. Von Miller had 9. Hilton, Harris, and Blake Martinez all had 7. TFLs, Christian Wilkins had 3. Bradley Chubb had 2. And Jewell had 2 as well. Sacks, Von Miller led with 4. He had 4 sacks on us. I mean, just a good game for him. Raekwon added 1. Agba had 1. Bradley Chubb, Dante Fowler, Vincent Taylor, and Justin Simmons. Interceptions, Justin Simmons added 2. Jordan Lewis had 1. Bryce Callahan had 1. Mike Hilton had 1 for us, and 1 for Chris Harris Jr. After a disappointing loss, now we have to head to Buffalo, where we're 2-0 on the road and going against the team that is tied for the AFC East Division lead with us. So let's see if we can get one more win and take sole possession of AFC East Division. And we walk away from Buffalo with a win, 20-15. Tell you the truth, I was a little bit scared. We had 50 total yards of offense in the first half. Our defense was pretty stout. They were doing everything they possibly could. We just couldn't move the ball at all. But then came the second half, and Rosen decided that he wants to be a good quarterback. Ended up throwing for almost 300 yards, 250 of them in the second half. We were able to get 2 turnovers away from Buffalo, and now we are 3-0 in the AFC East, including 3-0 on the road. What a brutal schedule. 3 out of 4 of my games have been on the road against divisional opponents. And of course, the only time that we were home, we lost. Who figured? As for the stats, Rosen ended up with a rating of 100.7, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 67.2 with 228 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. And don't worry about Fitzpatrick. That was a fake field goal that didn't work. As for rushing, Kenyon Drake ended up with 74 yards. Kareem Hunt had 62. TJ Yeldon had 1 carry for 22 yards. Receiving wise, Austin Hooper led everybody with 88 yards on 12 catches. He was an absolute monster. We could not stop him. Devontae Parker added 82 yards on 6 catches. CeeDee Lamb had 4 for 51 and a score. Cole Beasley had 4 for 43. Zay Jones had 4 for 42. Albert Wilson had 4 for 37 and a score. And Preston Preston Williams had 1 catch for 31 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, Jordan Poyer led everybody with 13 tackles. Matt Milano had 11. Devondre Campbell had 9. Mike Hilton had 8. Xavier Howard had 8. Fitzpatrick, Baker, and Jones all had 7. TFL leaders was Poyer again. Agba, Milano, Baker, and Neal all had 2. Our rookie starting to show out a little bit. Sacks, and there weren't many of them for the first time ever. Devondre Campbell had 1, Jerry Hughes had 1, and Minka had our lonely one as well. The 2 picks went to Mike Hilton and Xavier Howard because our cornerbacks are scary. Starting here with some upgrades from the week. We do have Mike Hilton, who's already got 1. We're going to keep him in the slot scheme fit. He's going to go up to an 83 overall. Any big changes? +3 on tackle. I like it. 99-yard pick. Week 1. Beautiful. We got an upgrade here for Minka Fitzpatrick. And we're going to keep him into the scheme fit of hybrid. He is now an 85 overall superstar. +2 awareness, +2 man coverage. Christian Wilkins, we're going to keep him at run stopper. He is now 80 overall, my monster, +2 tackle. Mike Gesicki gets an upgrade here. I think we are going to go into possession and hopefully able. He does go up another overall and we get him closer to the scheme fit. That is great. Jerome Baker also gets 1 here. He's 76 overall. As you can see, he is the captain. We're going to keep him in field general. He plays way above that 77 overall now. So I'm excited to keep watching him go, and 1 across the board. Chase Young as well gets 1. And we got run stopper as our scheme fit, so we're going to put that in there. He does not move an overall, but he becomes closer to a scheme fit, +2 block shedding. Hermaine Affetti will get 1 as well. I think I'm actually going to keep him in. Now let's go to pass protector. See if we can boost up his overall. We do not. I only got him for 2 years, so going scheme fit wasn't going to be the option. Lorenzo Neal, we're going to put him run stopper, 74 overall. He's actually getting a lot of work now that Godshaw's gone, +2 to tackle. Rosen gets 1 as the captain of the offense. We're going to keep him with field general. He's now a 74 overall, which is great. +2 on throw accuracy medium. Cordray Tacklersley, yay! Keep him with slot, get him up to a 70. Get that to a little bit more yellow, +3 on man coverage. Durham Smythe, my man, my backup tight end. We're going to put you into possession, get you up to 69 overall. Just 1 more, man. 1 more. He actually got a ton of upgrades. Too much to talk about. Gandy Golden, we're going to keep you with physical. You are now 65 overall, and you're starting to come up. Starting to be that guy. Another upgrade here for Adrian Hardy. We are going to go into physical. Try to get him closer and closer to scheme fit. So he doesn't go over all up at all, but does get 3 spec catch. Octavius Cooley, who got his first catch in week 2. We're going to put him in a possession because I do believe that we're going to continue to keep a hold of him, and hopefully he's able to scheme fit for us. +2 catch in traffic and +2 short route. Ray Lima, we're going to stick you with run stopper. You are now up to a 63 overall and got +3 in block shedding. Trey Ragus, who actually ended up getting a deal in week 2. We're going to keep him with the power back archetype because that's what I kind of want him for. And he's going to get +3 trucking. Oh my God, all right. Kirk Merritt gets a upgrade. I think, this is going to be a tough one here. I think we're actually going to go into deep threat for him. Start getting those up for him. So he's just kind of a different option for us. Bryce Stirk has one as well. And we're going to continue to do power rusher for him. See if we can get him to a 60. We do. That's much better. It's not red anymore. And +1 across the board. Bryce Stirk, he has a long way to go, but we're going to keep him with power rushers so he can keep that scheme fit going. 61 overall. Hopefully in 2 to 3 years he's able to start for us. And another upgrade for Jalen Thompson. We are going to go into the slot archetype. Hopefully that becomes scheme fit. It is not. 59 overall. He gets 1 across the board. Bravion Roy, run stopper here. Let's put him in. 59 overall. And he gets +1 across the board as well. Now it is time to take a look at our draft board. We only really have one position in need, and that's going to be left tackle. Andrew Whitworth is probably going to retire, but even if he doesn't, we're not going to resign him at an $8 million a year clip. So a couple of positions that we need to upgrade. The first 3 here are quarterback, strong safety, center. So the top of the board is going to be Trevor Lawrence, 6'6", 230 junior out of Clemson. He has great top skills, early first round talent. So far in 3 games, he's tossed 531 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He doesn't turn the ball over, let alone he is also a field general archetype. That is perfect for what we need. In the second round, I think we are going to try to target strong safety Xavier McKinney. 6'1", 207 senior out of Alabama. His top skills are tackle, pursuit, play rec. He is an archetype and run support, which is exactly what we need. He has late first round talent. So far in 4 games, he has 22 tackles, 2 TFLs, a pick, a fumble recovery. This guy does it all, and hopefully he's going to be the guy that can take over for Rashad Jones, who is regressing very badly. The third guy on our board is center Josh Myers, 6'5", 313 junior out of Ohio State. He has started for Ohio State since he was a freshman, so he has already told everybody that he is declaring for the NFL draft. He is projected as a mid-third rounder with mid-third round talent, but his top skills, he has 2 A- in run block and run block power. He doesn't fit our archetype, but honestly, his skills are there, and hopefully he's able to kind of come in and challenge McGovern for that center job, or we can even get rid of McGovern. We'll have to see. And that's where we're going to wrap it up for this episode. When we come back, we will get through week 5 through week 9, which we have the Chargers, the Bills, a bye week, the Titans, and the Jets again. Hopefully we're able to continue our 3-1 start. Let me know down in the comments below which game I should showcase. I don't really know right now. I know the Chargers and the Titans have 1 loss apiece, and we just beat the Bills, so screw them. But thanks again for watching, and as always, stay frosty, and I'll see you in the next episode. D.Knight, out.
They thought it was a game till I came back with that win over time. I've been working, now I'm back at it again. Now we finished what you thought that was it.